The message was clear, delivered by dozens of eyes just staring. The students didn't say mean things. There were no rude gestures, no verbal insults. They simply said and did nothing. The effect was a wave of isolation and loneliness, all absorbed by a 10-year-old girl. The message? You don't belong here. It could have scared her, made her run, but she had received another message. You will have to work twice as hard in order to get half the credit, but you're smarter than those others. You can do this. She resented hearing her father say these kinds of things over and over, but his message managed to get through. My experience being bused to an all-white school was a high-pressure defining moment. But this isn't about busing or race, or me for that matter. It's about messages and pressures. Later in life, I began to wonder what types of pressures young girls today are facing. I interviewed 25 mom friends and their girls, and I asked, what are the top pressures facing your daughters on a daily basis? This is what they told me in somewhat top-down order. Grades are the leading pressure. Number one. Not good enough. Is that a message with the pressure? Another message that becomes a pressure. Second, a very close second, body image and weight. Okay, I don't know on this last one if she feels she has a big butt or wants one. But what's interesting is this is the number one pressure for a 16-year-old girl. Now we have pressure to fit in. Being sexually active came up many times. If you haven't had sex, you're weird. If you're dating a guy and the two of you haven't had sex, time or you will be judged. And this response is from high school and college-age girls. Last, we have the pressures of being a student athlete. This struggle is real, very real. Interesting. It doesn't matter if these pressures are fantasies or real. They are supported by the almost subliminal messaging created by social media, general media, and girl talk in the hallways at school. Our teens are swimming in them. And there are serious consequences. The Center for Disease Control has reported that the suicide rate for teenage girls doubled from 2007 to 2015. Teenage boys, up 30%. Recently, we lost a 16-year-old girl in our school circle to suicide. The last entry in her diary simply said, "I'm just tired." We're all familiar with the image of the shipwreck victim, lonely, isolated, sitting on a deserted island, sending out messages in a bottle. What if they got one back? Wouldn't that give them hope? Using pressures from my youth and inspiration from what was happening around me, I began writing positive quotes on my daughter's bathroom mirror with a dry erase marker. I didn't tell her I was going to do it, I just did it. And I began with her most favorite quote: "You is kind, you is smart, you is important." She said nothing, not a word, but she didn't erase it. So the next week, I wrote another quote. And it continued. And then I thought, what if an old quote could be used again? So I began writing them on paper so she could keep them. Not just any paper. I use neon-colored paper. Green, purple, pink, orange, yellow. Sometimes I added 3D stickers. As I watched the other girls on her soccer team, I wondered if they would like to receive these cards. With parent permission, I began mailing hope notes to these young ladies on a weekly basis via United States Postal Service. At one point, I was mailing 54 handwritten, personally addressed, brightly colored envelopes with a new quote inside every week. The girls rarely said anything to me about it. However, their parents gave awesome feedback. My daughter would occasionally run up to me, Mom, look on my phone, look at the picture on Instagram." Okay, why am I looking at another duck lip pose? No, Mom, no. Look behind her. She hangs your quotes on her wall. Sometimes they were attached to bathroom mirrors, sometimes a bedroom door. Success. I had become an indirect communicator of good, a positive message sender. Most importantly, I was getting through. I stopped sending hope notes. Had I oversaturated them? Is more always better, or is it sometimes just more? How long would I be able to keep their attention? Stamps are expensive. Handwritten notes are time-consuming. I stopped the mailings. I created color-coded jars of quotes for motivation, inspiration, courage, and faith. Enough to enjoy a new quote every day, every week for a year. Just pull out whatever you need when you need it. I gave away 25 jars in 2017. My hairdresser loves it so much, she shares it with her clients. If they're having a difficult day, she allows them to choose a quote from the jar. She's even incorporated it as part of her cable reality TV show. On occasion, I'll be tagged on a post just someone letting me know they're enjoying the quotes. Currently, I use a texting app to send positive quotes 3 to 4 times per week to those who've asked to receive them. My 17-year-old niece says it's really nice because there are no expectations attached. I don't have to respond. I don't have to click like. I don't have to do anything other than just read it. It's nice because there's no pressure. Another young lady thanked me for sending them because she said they just make me happy. It's not the same as the colorful notes because those showed someone took the time and care to send them. But this message is too important for me to stop. I would love for everyone in the audience to send a hope note to someone. Say positive things. Be creative. They'll be surprised, delighted, and unbeknownst to you, will likely receive it when they need it most. Tell them it's okay to fail an exam. Sometimes you learn more from failing. Tell them they're beautiful, always. Tell them it is okay for them to dictate their own actions when it comes to their body. And let them know you are there to assist them through this process called life. My father got through. His message got through. I heard the message I needed to hear. He likely didn't know I got it, but it got through. Keep sending positive messages. Don't stop. Our boys and girls are like that shipwreck survivor waiting for a sign, a message in a bottle. But a hope note on a mirror, in a backpack, or a lunchbox will do nicely. Thank you.